Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jeff Bailey. Welcome to the channel. I know it's been a long time since I put a video up, and I'm gonna have to apologize for that. It's been a crazy week at the house. We've had a crazy couple of weeks. My wife went on a trip out of town for 2 weeks, so it's just me and my son for a couple of weeks, and things have just been busy. But we're actually about to be out of town this weekend for the holiday weekend. Hope all of you guys out there have a great holiday weekend. But I wanted to spend a few minutes this morning. My son's in there watching cartoons, and we're getting ready to eat breakfast. But I wanted to take a minute to talk about the just out 14s that are coming out now. I was fortunate enough to get my hands on one of the new Lick Creek Barlows. So we've got the Yellowheart wood, also known as Pal Amarella wood, which they were calling it in some places in the early reserve system, I believe, early on. This is a Brazilian hardwood, but it's not a threatened hardwood. Fortunately, like the ebony, for those of you who care about that one way or another. It's a widely farmed, non-threatened hardwood species, and it's very light color. So this is the Lick Creek. You know, this is going to be Charlie's SFO, just like the TC Barlows on the 15 frame, but this is the new 14 frame that's much smaller. I'll give this here. You guys can pause this and read this little description from Charlie if you want. Alright, there is actually cheating a little bit. I already have the knife out of here, but I did want to show you the button. This release does come with a button. There's the cabin, Lick Creek. So you should remember that there was an SFO farmer's jack that was also related to the Lick Creek concept. There's a man named Lyle who, by memory, last name is escaping me now, but I know that knife, that farmer's jack, was based off of a cabin from his childhood, and I think Charlie and Bill are working with him to borrow some elements for the 14, which I think is being known as the Lick Creek Barlow and the Lick Creek Boy's knife. Anyway, let's take a look. So here is the 14 Yellowheart wood. Single blade. I got the single blade. Very petite little knife. Very nice. Come in here, we can try to see. Yeah, you can see the grain. Almost even looked, you know, when I first took it out of the package, almost like a more grainy pine or something. A very light, bright yellow wood, but it's not a softwood. This is a hard wood. Mine actually came from the factory with a couple of snail trails on the bolsters. I never saw it explicitly stated anywhere, but the bolsters are satin on these, and then on the other one, maybe not all of them, but at least some of the other ones, they were polished as normal, but these ones are satin. But you know, if you didn't know any better and you just seen pictures of the TC Barlows, it looks like it could just be pretty typical. Got the spear blade with a swedge, genuine Barlow, TC Lick Creek. And this is a pattern production premiere on the 14s. Very nice. They're doing, Charlie was doing some of these, trying to showcase that, like, you know, flattened edge from like an older knife from use, especially on the bones. And they had a contest in the forums, come with the name of it, and they came up with Rag Bone, R-A-G-G. Obviously this is not a bone, but it does still kind of was sanded in that same way where it's kind of edged out here. But I like the way these turned out. I mean, the pins are not overly sunken sometimes. You know, we try to see if we can find those. You know, we got a nice centered little blade here, and you know, it's not it's not anything overly crazy. Come on, focus. Let's see if we can get you back. Oh, follow me out here. Follow me out. There we go. You know, it's a smaller blade, but I mean, this is not. It's kind of a 3-finger knife. You know, bigger than the releases we've had previously. I wanted to take a look at some of those. You know, we looked at the Beagles recently, which is a very small knife, also spear point. It's larger than those, but just a little bit. And I also wanted to bring out the classic TC Barlow. This one is my 2-blade red saw cut bone. This one is on the 15 frame. So we could have a little comparison here. If I try to line the bottoms of these up, you can kind of see where everything fits. Three different sizes of knife here. You know, same kind of etch there that TC Tom, which was originally Tom's Choice. For those of you who don't know, the boy's knife Barlow. You know, Charlie put a scene of the excuse me, scene of Tom Sawyer, you know, painting the fence from Mark Twain's works, and so they were the Tom's Choice Barlows. Some of them I also had the genuine Barlow, like this Lick Creek. Of course, the Lick Creek has got that part that's unique, but those are the knives. Just to compare again. Try to get a look. It's just a touch bigger. Same kind of basic pattern. Basic frame shape. It's just a little bit of a size difference. So they've got these clearly are going to be a little hard to find. If you can get one retail, this one was right at $100 retail, and the regular 14s, just like this one, is on the 15 frame. Actually, you know what? Let me get that to show you as well. They did a run of stainless on the 15 frame recently, just to make my point. I was able to get one, so I have an elk here. So as you can see, both of these are on the 15 frame. Obviously, you can tell that by looking at the tang stamp there. You see the starts with 15. There we go. See, 15. That's your frame number. So just like the Barlow here, see, starts with 15. So see, these knives were, you know, brothers, I guess you could say. They are also doing the same thing with these 14s now. I think they're actually working on them now. Let me get my focus to track out here. So see, same frame. You know, different bolster clearly, but they haven't. I think they might be shipping them now. The regular 14s shipping now. I've got one coming in. I don't know if I'm gonna hang on to it since I got one of these. I pre-ordered the regular 14, thinking I wasn't going to be able to get one of these. Was fortunate enough to be able to find one. But those regular 14s are coming in like at $70, something like that, which I think is a pretty good price for you know, a knife like this. I mean, that puts them right in where these Beagles were, and it's definitely a bigger knife. You know, if these were a little too small for you, you know, the 14s might end up being just perfect. Anyway, you guys, thanks for taking a look today at the 14s with me. Thank you so much for hanging around. I'm gonna try to not let it go another 3 weeks without a video. Good grief! It's things get busy in the summer, but I'm sure you guys know how it is, and hopefully you'll have a fun taste of that on your holiday weekend coming up, and enjoy it, have fun, and happy Independence Day. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Jeff Bailey. Do a like, subscribe, comment. I love reading the comments. Keep that up. And otherwise, I'll try to get a video up sometime next week after we're back from the holiday weekend. Thanks, guys.